go. Welcome to what is today? Find You Fridays. Here we go. Yay! With me, Lorraine Hughes. Oh my goodness. If that doesn't tell you what kind of a day or an oh lordy. It's a good one, people. It's a good one. And how's your been? How's the start of spring? How's the start of spring for the people here and down under? And for the people on the other side, how's the start of, autumn treating you? Hi, Sam. That was my most awesomest starting ever. Oh my goodness. Hey, we're not all perfect, and not at the moment. Nobody's perfect. Absolutely nobody. Some people might like to think that they're perfect, but not always. Alrighty. Yeah, I love the sunshine too. I got to see heaps of it today. So I'm outside, sort of. I was under a veranda, so I wasn't like directly in the sunshine, but I still got to enjoy a lot of it, which was awesome. How does it get any better than that, hey? All right, let me just do a couple of little chat. Oh my Lord. Go away. All of you peoples, all of those, not you people. I've got all these chats on my Facebook. I'm like, no, people, no. So tell me, what did you get up to today? How's things going up in the world? What is up in the world? I think it's just my computer's up, actually. Isn't that great? Do you know what I did notice today, which was really cool, is that the world is changing. Things shifting. Things are lifting. Let's straighten that up a little bit. Things are lifting. Things are changing, and it is so becoming more and more aware of what actually truly works for them and what doesn't. And I'm just so happy about that. Oh, do you love this? This is going to bother us all night, I can tell. So there we go. Problems. Like I said, we're just having the most bestest day today. Oh dear, I hurt my hand. Look, hurt my hand. Anyway, right, let's get down to business. Enough flapping around for now. For now, I do have to do one little thing, which is this right here. What are you doing this weekend, my beautiful people? Let me know. How are you going for the weekend? What are you getting up to? What are you doing? Here we go. Let me see if I put up that way. I wonder how that will work. Hey, that was heaps easier. Brilliant. Brillianto. All right. My lovely Matt has gone and made me a Bengal spiced tea. All right, let's get down to business. Let's play with some cards, shall we? Sounds like a great idea. Okay. It's interesting. if I can. Hopefully my internet will be playing nice. Okay. Let's just do a general reading for everybody for the next week, okay? And with no particular focus on anything or any, just pick up what's relevant to you, and whatever's not relevant to you, then just push it to the side. Don't worry about it. Leave it for the next person. Whee! Okay, we've got the first couple of cards coming out. So yeah, this is just a general reading. See how it's going. See how a beautiful, beautiful community out there is doing. General reading for the next week. Hi, Lucy. How are you going, darling? How was your day today? Did you get to go out and enjoy the sunshine? Sunshine and lollipops. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Just, I'm doing well. It's freezing cold and cloudy here. Oh, okay. Interesting. It was nice and sunny during the day, but certainly this evening it's become quite chilly. I would agree with you there. Definitely. All right. Okay, so for a general reading for the next week, we've got some interesting energies coming up, huh? All right, because I'm not sure what's happening on it and all of that sort of thing, but first of all, we've got patience has come out. Okay, so whatever is coming up for everybody over the next week, just know to have a bit of patience and what is that? Have a bit of patience with yourself and with others over the next week. Okay, so just give yourself, and it's probably good general advice, but obviously there's going to be some energy stirred up. Just looking at what else is coming out over this card range for the next week. We've got clear cognizance is the next one, which is to pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come as they are answered prayers. So if any of you at the moment are looking for ideas, inspiration, solutions to your problems, now's the time. This next week is definitely going to be the time to start asking those questions. Get out, like even as you go to sleep, this is a really, really good time to do it. So if you've got an issue or something that you'd like a solution to, basically give it to your spirit team or to your higher self or to Yahweh, God, whatever, the angels, whichever you prefer to deal with. But at the night time, just before you go to sleep, you say, I would like to give this, issue up to whoever you choose for the hope of, wake up in the morning, I'd like the solution to this issue. Hi, Lisa. Hello, beautiful. Okay, we'll have a look, Lucy. And of course, if you wish to have an extended reading, feel free to pop through a little payment into the little old house. Just as much as you would like to choose. That would be beautiful. So yes, we've got the giving it up to your angels or whatever, just to have a little, receive some guidance. You can even give it up to your higher self. Okay, so when you do that, you just, okay, higher self, my being, I ask for a solution to this issue. Please work on it overnight, and I will remember it in the morning. Make sure that you say that you're going to remember it in the morning have a journal or something next to your bed so that you can jot down those thoughts really quickly as soon as you awake in the morning. Don't try to hold off on writing it down. Write down as soon as you can, okay? The next card that we've got is clairsentience. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. There's going to be some interesting energies stirred up over the next week. So we've got, again, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So again, this is about jotting down. So in the evening time, before you go to bed, maybe even just go through a list of going, how did I feel today? And take note. If you're somebody has one of those lovely diaries with all the time slots, perhaps you would like to note down during the day or at lunchtime, how have you felt that morning? And just start taking a little bit closer notice of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, but especially your emotions and your feelings over the next week. And you may notice that there's actually a theme that runs through. Okay. The next one we've got is nurture. Now, this one's coming up a lot lately, and there's a lot of us out there who are being very, very, very aware, which is those two, of the thoughts of other people. And that's what I'm actually getting with this one this week, is to be aware that you are aware of other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And because of that, you'll require more nurturing within yourself. You require that nurturing by gifting back to the other people those thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you're aware of. So you can just do that of I return to centers with consciousness attached. And, you know, for those of you who know the Access Consciousness until things feel a little bit lighter. My internet is doing really weird and wacky, wonderful things right now. So I do apologize by dropping in and out a little bit at the moment. The last card that I've got is overcoming difficulties. So this is what I mean. You're going to require a lot of patience over this week, and there's going to be some interesting energies stirring up. So as you have that patience, and while these issues come up, while these things come up to be cleared, to show you what things are requiring to be healed, celebrate that, okay? When those trigger points come up, please take note and of this is actually something to get really excited about when those trigger points come up, because it's something to heal. You've taken notice of it. It's like, oh, wow, okay, cool. Yay. Thank you. And so definitely overcoming those difficulties is going to be something that's going to be cropping up for the general everybody in some ways this week. And if it doesn't, fantastic, well done. You didn't have anything to overcome. You can celebrate with me next Friday. Then you can come back to me and say, I didn't have any difficulties to overcome this week. Hallelujah. And I'll celebrate that too. So hopefully that is relevant to some of you out there this week. And I look forward to hearing how you went with that one. Oh, we forgot our yummy card. Aww. Right. We've got a couple of ones to do. How did I get so lucky, hey? Thank you, girls. All right. So off the deck is the yummy card for everybody. Okay, so yummy card for this week. Hi, Amanda. Apparently, I can't even shuffle cards. Pod and pock, all of that, right? Oh, dear. So for the next week, we've got forgiveness. Okay, so those difficulties that are coming up this week for those of you that it comes up for, if there's any difficulties, okay, where you're requiring a bit of patience, forgiveness is your solution, okay? So just allow yourself a bit of space for forgiveness. And it's not so much about necessarily forgiving the other people, it's about forgiving yourself. So whatever's popping up, just be aware of that. I hope that helps you all. So Lisa, my love, Lisa, what's coming up for you, hun? What would you like me to do a reading for? And thank you, Lucy, after Lisa. What's coming up for you, Lisa? Okay. Cool. All right, let's have a look. See what, yeah. Okay, Lisa, the word hearing right now while I'm shuffling is slow down. It's like you're always rush, boom, 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 boom. And the team is just sort of saying, slow down. Be present in the now. It's time for you to get really, really present in the right now. It's not so much about the future. Like these just, I don't get a sense that they're not telling me that you're holding on to the past at all. It's like you're constantly way over there, way such a futurist, and they're asking you to come back. Can you just be here right now? That's seeing. Well, that's the words that are coming through to start off with. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we've got this beautiful card here. Okay. Which is Magdalene meditating retreat. Okay. Which is basically saying exactly what I was just saying. Come back, retreat, be present in the now. Become that walking meditation of just being very, very aware of every footstep, every breath, every moment. And they're saying for 3 days. For the next 3 days at least, you're going to have to just go, become really super, super centered. And it's about connecting in with the earth, connecting in with your heart, connecting in with the energies of the masculine and feminine. Okay. It's asking you to really just go. What we've got is the divine commit. Okay. Which is another gorgeous card. It's called the sacred vow. Okay. So when we're talking about business, I know we've spoken about this privately, where there's the element of the business is its own entity. So curious to know, is there some blocks between you communing with your business this way? Okay. So with that one, just, are you actually nurturing and nourishing your business, or are you judging it? Are you allowing it to have its breath, or are you trying to control it? Just start looking at those kinds of questions. Where are you at with your levels of honoring with the business? Okay. From me, but others' energies. So how is that if you allow other people's energies over your business, over you and the business, is that you having the business back? Is that you allowing others' judgments and stuff to come in and influence it? That to me doesn't seem like giving your own back, let alone the business's back. Okay. Projecting, they are or you are. This is very much time to get brutally honest. Okay. The next one we've got is the calling. You are being beckoned. Okay. So your business is calling out to you saying, please nurture and nourish me, because we can do this together. Okay. But while you're allowing other people to come in and interfere, it's kind of like Camilla in the Charles and Diana story. The Diana and the Charles and Camilla story. You're allowing a third party or parties to come in and interfere in that communion with you and your business. And that's not okay. It's calling out to you, please come. Be present with me. So over this next 3 days, while you're being present with you in the very much the now, for the very first day, I'd say focus on you and you alone. First 2 days, you and you alone, because that's the most important thing. Then the third day, bring in the business and spend the day speaking with the business, not at the business, with the business. Allow the business like you're taking the business on a date. Okay, you're spending a yummy, nurturing, nourishing day with the business. Bring the business in. Ask for its opinions. Ask for its awarenesses. And not about anything future, about today, right now, this moment. Create that habit of speaking with the business, not at the or to the business. Very, very different energies. The next card we've got is unconditional love. Okay, so this is something that with theta healing we deal a lot with. Okay, so of course that's the unconditional love, but you can in the same, but you can bring that up from Mother Earth. Okay, so when we over this next 3 days and beyond, would choose bring that unconditional love from Mother Earth up through the body, letting it land in your heart and heading out through the crown, making sure it comes through the shoulders and goes all the way down to your fingertips. Okay. Now, unconditional love is love with absolutely no rules, no boundaries, no obligations, nothing. Okay. It is love that you to be able to receive at any time. You do not have to have been or done anything. A good girl, you can be the most nastiest person on the planet. And the unconditional love from Creator, from the planet, is all there. Because it does not judge. So as you're bringing that unconditional love up through you to help heal any aspects of you, you can also have that going through to the business. So it comes up through to the heart and then comes out through into the business. And see the business as an embodiment, okay? Send that love, unconditional love, through the business as well. connecting in that way. All right. The next one is Salome's destiny, which is about moving on. Okay. After the next 3 days, you'll be able to move forward. You'll be able to move forward with a lot more ease. Baggage will be much lighter. Okay. And you'll find that your connection with the business will be so much easier and so much smoother because you'll be present with the business. And then you won't be constantly in the future trying to, bring that and fighting with this present stuff. Okay. Now, got a couple cards for you. It's like relationship counseling with you. Oh dear. Not time won't be the last. Okay, so the next card that came out, okay, and this is to do with building your confidence. Okay, so what I would recommend to you is to have a look at what points of views, while you're becoming really super present with yourself, what points of views and belief systems do you have that are in relation to business which are stopping you from being able to move forward in the big dynamic way? Like, what words come up? There's something we can do called intuitive. So what you can write up at the top of the page is, business, what does business mean to me? Okay. And then you can just sit and just start writing. You can do it with half eyes closed, whatever. And you can do pictures, you can just do words, you can do scribbles, you can just however it comes out of you. All right. That's intuitive writing. And what that does is it helps to do a big dump of emotion and thoughts and feelings down. Okay. Then from there, you can actually look at it and go, okay, what does all that mean? And how does that come out in my business? So sometimes what might happen is that you may have a belief system. Like I had one from a client last week. Felt like great wealth was not for her. That was what had come through meditation. And in our session, what we did was we actually went back through to a lifetime that was 2,000 lifetimes ago that belief first was originated, and we healed it. Okay, so you've got. So I would suggest to you go through and actually start ask some of those brutal questions. How does my interaction with business, how does that actually feel to me? I feel like I could have loads, like when I think about having X amount of clients a week, how does that make me feel? Those sorts of questions. Okay, there's loads and loads and loads. Once you start, you'll start. And what thoughts, what blocks do I have? What belief systems do I have about business? It could be something like, people who have a business are something. All right, because the next card we got was red, which was to free yourself from pain. So have a look at all the spaces and places within where business equals pain or business equals hurt. business equals development, business equals all sort of the more distracted implant type stuff. Okay, have a look at all of those things. Now's the time for lots of clarity. It's the time for healing. Now is the time for letting go of and freeing yourself from the pains of the past. In the past, not necessarily, it could be other lifetimes too. Okay. Now let's have a look and see. And if you free yourself from the pain, you build yourself confidence, because then you can start doing your visualization stuff. Having a look at what are your hits. I like the word targets better than goals, but and your card is dream. Okay. So what's stopping you from achieving all of the dreams that you could possibly desire to have with your business? What's stopping you? Maybe that's your next question. Okay. I hope that helps, Lisa. Thank you so much for your very kind donation. I appreciate you very, very much. All right. Lucy. Glad, Lisa, I'm glad. Thank you so much. And I have a funny feeling that Lucy's probably gotten 2 questions. Now let me roll back up and find Lucy. Okay. Gosh, I love Bengal spice tea. So good. So good. Okay, Lucy. Miss Lucy Butler. Are you there, darling? And of course, Lisa, you know that if you would like some help with that past life stuff, you can just book in a session. Okay. And we can help you through that. My online sessions are still really cheap right now. Okay. All righty, Louie. You got me shuffling the big deck. So I know my regulars will know this, but this is the one that I'm shuffling for you right now. And this is the size that I normally have. So the shuffling takes a little bit longer because otherwise the cards go flee. But you asked for it, so it's what I'm giving you. Wow, let's see. Without looking at the cards just yet as they're coming out, I can see a really awesome retreat for you coming up in November. Starting November 11th, gosh, it's getting pretty specific. And I think that this retreat is going to be with 2 other really incredible facilitators, you know? And let's see. I think this retreat is going to have a really lovely, inviting, like maybe the honoring you retreat. That sounds pretty good. That card. Cool. And oh God, the information is coming in thick and fast now. Yep. Okay. Cool. It's going to be held out at Flaxley in this really beautiful venue. Oh, man, there? Yeah, for stuff. Facility. And all the meals and the accommodation and everything is going to be there. Man. In all seriousness. Love it. And just in case you all didn't get it, I was serious. We do actually have Lucy, myself, and Nikki have a retreat that is happening in Flaxley on the 11th to the 13th of November. And yeah, exactly. Great weekend for women to celebrate themselves. It was all for women. And we've actually got my lovely partner, Balaji, is going to come in on the Saturday afternoon, just briefly, sound healing, sound bath workshop. So that will be loads of fun too. And yeah, there's going to be some lovely one-on-one energy work done. There's going to be loads of group stuff done. There's going to be plenty of time for you to enjoy integrating everything. Oh, so good. So there's currently an early bird price going at the moment. So thank you for opening up the space for that, Lucy. Righty. Let me have a look back to your business specifically. Righty. Okay. So first of all, we've got the sea lion. Okay. And the very first line says, your worries and fears aren't real. By focusing on the negative, which gives power to that which you're afraid of. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. So you know lots of tools. And I know that when things feel a little bit, it's easy to dive into those worries. But the cards straight up told you it's not real. Let it go. Okay. Okay. So we've got the Siberian Husky. Okay. And that one there is talking about the end of a career project or relationship. Brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. So you're still in transition time, hun. And just, I know that you're traveling through it actually with a lot of honoring. There's still a little bit to go. Still tiny touch to go. Okay. You may require to do some soul fragment clearing. Okay. Soul fragment retrieval, rather. And going through that process of actually releasing not only previous relationships, like as a personal thing, but also perhaps some work type stuff. Okay. Cool. The next one is this one, which is the cow. Look at that beautiful face. Just so curious. Going, hi. All right. So with this one, it says planning resources and efforts that you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have your patience and meditate on your. So much like I was saying to Lisa before, it's time, just get really present with the now. Okay. Keep being present with that. Obviously, using those resources and stuff for those future projects and being with that too. But it's like, just meditate as you do. I know you do. And they're just asking for even more, and just be really patient with yourself. I know it's like telling me to be patient. It's like, you got to be kidding me. Okay, the next one we've got is the pelican. Yeah. Oh, just reading that. Ooh. Do you know how that happens? Because you're shifting too far away from them. Okay. With relationship stuff, when exes start messaging you a lot, it's because they're feeling that you've really shifted some stuff, and they're like, oh, we don't want her to go quite yet. So they'll message you to see if they've still got a toehold in there. And yeah, it's up to you to be discerning as to whether you're going to leave them there or not. The next one we've got is your vision, creativity, and dedication to your cause have brought you great success. In fact, it may be in your best interest to get a partner to assist in your endeavors or expand the number of people helping you. Who can you add to your business that is actually going to help you to expand, create, and be like allow the business to grow? There's a beautiful story of a lady who was she did t-shirt printing, and she did everything herself, absolutely everything. And she was a mum, she was a wife, she had a couple of kids. She's like, and doing this t-shirt printing business, she could only do X amount of t-shirts a week because she just literally did not have the time to do anymore. And yet the business was not thriving. And yet, because she had to keep turning orders away because she couldn't do them all, she brought in another person, even though I have no idea how I'm going to pay their wages, none at all. And so she brought in this extra person to help her with the screen printing of her t-shirts. And then next thing you know, the business grew so fast because suddenly she wasn't doing all of the work. She literally doubled her output, which meant she didn't have to turn any orders away. And yet then she became a better mum and a better wife because she had more time for her family, because she wasn't pressurizing herself and stressing about the outcomes. So I'm curious as to know, like, who else could you bring into your business at this stage that would actually take some of that stress, allow you more energy, more space to be able to do even more yummy things within your business? So that seems what the pelican is asking you. Okay, the next one is the swan. Okay, so it's a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. Okay, now that could be family, that could be friends, it could be your beautiful son. And I know that you are very aware of putting too much energy out without focusing on you first. So it's just a nice little reminder in there just to keep that balance and check. Okay. Interesting. We've got the rose-breasted grosbeak. It's a really hard one to say. Rose-breasted grosbeak. Sadness is a part of life. You don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you work your way through your emotions, you'll be stronger than before. Okay. In relation to business, where are you sad in business? And also this relationship stuff that's coming up, the exes that are coming back through, like they've obviously, maybe not obviously, they may have stirred up some emotions. And as you know, all the elements of our life are all interconnected. So where are you allowing those exes and those intimate relationships to start filtering through to your business and preventing and causing a bit of a ripple and a rift in there, stopping you from creating more yummy, juicy, delicious elements within your business, I wonder. Also, much like the questions that I gave, I'll give them to you too, of, you know, where are you still holding on to emotions of business? Where is it this lifetime? Is it another lifetime? All that sort of stuff. Yeah, forgiveness of self. Okay, definitely. Okay, cool. We've got peach, which is to inhale a breath of life. So where could you go? What could you do which would really change your scenery and bring in a fresh stuff into your business? Because there's maybe you've got some, I know that you've got some really yummy spaces that you go to, places that you go to connect in with nature and to connect in with, you know, other people and stuff like that. Maybe look at something new. What can you do that's new or fresh over the weekend that you haven't tried before? Interesting, because the next card we've got is to awaken your creativity. So I'm kind of getting that by doing something new, doing something different, trying something different even. The creativity. What have you not tried before that maybe it's time to give it a go, give it a chance, you know? I wonder. I'm trying new stuff all the time. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Tina. Okay. Okay, we've got frequency. So what frequency are you functioning at? Where are you at on the emotional? Where are you? You know, there's that lovely bathroom. If you message me, I'll send it to you. And who did I see that was from? I can't remember. But great list, and I have it so that I can even check on a regular basis. Where am I at? You know, and as long as I'm hitting around the top, and I don't try to hit the top. It's like I look to see where am I at right now, and if I'm too low, and I can tell by my awareness, by my using my light and heavy tools, I can tell, okay, yeah, okay, I'm right there. What would it take for me to hit those higher marks? Because I don't bullshit myself. There's no point in that. All right. So I learned a long time ago not to do that, because the only person that you hurt is yourself by doing that. Okay. So send me a message about the emotional scale thing. You may already have it. And I will have a look at sending that to you after the show's done. Okay. Yeah. What would it take for you to do those things that you love anyway? Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow when we go up and visit this lovely farm in Flaxley, farm for well-being. How did I get so lucky? Beautiful ladies. Oh, seriously though. This retreat, my beautiful friends, I'm so looking forward to it. There's going to be lots of yummy, juicy, delicious stuff. Oh, hi, Fiona. Hi. Hope that helps, Lucy. Mwah. Amanda, darling. Amanda. So much for donating. What questions have you got? What question have you got? I love doing specific targeted question readings because they're just so much easier. So yeah, Lucy, please take from Lisa's reading anything that is you too, because you're both about stuff. And yeah, we can have a bit more of a chat about stuff tomorrow. I haven't got very long, but it's all good. I think Fiona meant Lucy, not Lucky, but that's okay. Amanda, what questions have you got, my love? Oh dear, excuse me. While I die quietly. And we're back. Oh dear, I'm fine. Back when I was 10 years old, I had my tonsils out, but in the old days, they were not maybe quite as frugal. They were a little bit liberal with their cups. So I actually have where your tonsils are meant to be right back up in there. Instead of it being flat, it has a very slight concave to it, which means that every now and then a little bit of saliva, or in this case, my cup of tea, just gets sort of stuck there a little bit and ends up like a tiny little bit goes down into my lungs when I breathe in instead of just going down. I'm fine. Oh dear. Okay. Did you like my new ad? How pretty was that? Okay, Amanda, which cards would you like? Lord, Fiona. No, they didn't grow back at all. They took out plenty. So I didn't even have to worry about that one. Okay. You feel stagnant in work life, love, general life area? Fiona, but you didn't have your tonsils out in Taumaranui Hospital, did you? Pretty sure. All right. See, they were too nice, Fiona. They didn't want to take too much. Mine, they're like, hack it out. Let's get that chainsaw in there. That's country, rural New Zealand for you. Stitch it up with some great wire. She'll be oh, it's a bit rough. Let's do some baling twine instead. Nope. Goodness gracious, Amanda. Apparently your team has a lot. Oh, mate, my internet connection is terrible tonight. And I don't even know why. Because literally the only thing on the internet here at my house at the moment is me. We've turned off internet off of everything else. And I don't know why it's still sitting funny. I do apologize for that. Okay. Amanda. So to start off with, we've got comfort. Okay. And this is the Archangel Azrael. So Azrael is saying, yeah, no, it's not you, it's me. Sounds like a terrible breakup, doesn't it? It's not you, it's me. So yeah, as saying, Archangel Azrael saying to you that he's there for you, or they're there for you in your time of comfort and healing. And there's some heart healing that you're required to do that you're maybe avoiding a little bit. And that's what's preventing you from having an awesome, bright, bubbly, fantastic, vibrant, exuberant life that you're after. Okay, so until you're dealing with some of those hurt spaces, it's going to continue to sort of send a bit of a wonk through the other areas of your life. All right. The next card we've got is patience. Okay. So with the patience card, essentially what that's telling you is that healing takes time. Letting go of hurt spaces and places, while it can be done reasonably easy. Oh, thank you, Ella. Fiona, thank you for that confirmation of weirdness out there. What else is possible? How does it get any better than that? So yeah, while you're healing, it is going to take a little bit of time. But also on this card, it says that your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. So just keep holding to that. Okay, remember, when we plant a seed in the ground, it takes a really long time for us to even see anything above the ground. But there's a whole lot of work that's being done underneath. Okay. Your next one is to breathe. Take a lovely, big, deep breaths. Really, really big, deep breaths. And be aware of how you're breathing. Are you breathing up top? Oh, I know. Those layers of the bloody onion, the spiritual onion, such a pain in the ass. But I have something to say about that. Okay. So again, this is about breathing. It's about meditation. Really go right down into the bottom of your belly when you're breathing. Yesterday I'm home after I'd breathed way too much paint fumes today. And the first thing I did was I came home and I said to Matt, can we go for a walk? And as we were walking, I was breathing really, really low, taking big, deep, low breaths. Okay. So more of that for you. Okay. And what that does is it allows the brain to calm, because what it's the neurotoxins that it is, or the neuro the chemicals that your brain releases when you breathe low and slow is all your feel-good hormones. Okay, when we breathe up high and fast, that's when it releases stress hormones. Okay, so if you're not breathing low and slow, your brain is constantly going to be on the alert for stress and think that it's stressed, and be on the alert for the big, huge mammoth tiger that's going to be jumping out of the bushes at you, because that's what your brain's thinking, right? Now, quite clearly, that's not going to be happening today. And so it's up to us to really consciously slow down. Do that low tummy breathing, okay? It's not when you're meditating, it's going through all times. Whenever you're in your car, that's a really good time to practice deep breathing. When you're at your desk at work, practice deep breathing. You know, any time that you're feeling those stress hormones, those sort of like that tension in the shoulder, become really aware of your body. You need to feel that tension in your shoulder. Drop those shoulders down. Do some really deep breaths into the lower belly. Okay. The next card you've got is moon cycles, which is about becoming aware of how the moon affects energy and your manifestation, and capitalize upon these cycles. Okay, so for me, I know that when my moon time comes, all of my senses get really hypersensitive. And I also notice that these energy levels, like 2 days before, no, the day before my heaviest day, or day that I'm just like, I just don't want to do anything. I don't really want to get up out of bed. I don't really want to be around people. I'm just like, do I have to do this today? And I also noticed that when everything around me goes really slow to support me, so that I'm not having to push my energy out into areas that are not going to create more for me on that particular day. But then come the next day, I'm just like, okay, we're good. We're good to go again. Yay. Even though it's the heaviest day. So the other things that I noticed, because I've been tracking this for a while, is when I'm coming into my moon cycle, like the really big burst of creativity, there'll be this big, huge burst of energy and manifestation and actualization energy. Big burst of it. And then it will just sort of slow for a few days, and then it will just sort of start picking up again and slowly get higher and higher and higher. So just start taking notice of what is the energies of the moon cycles, your moon cycles, personal, being a woman, but also the full moon. How does the full moon, how does the new moon affect you, start taking notice of both of those things. All three. Okay. The next one that we've got is prioritize. So what is actually important to you? What is not important? What's creating more and what is not? Okay. So when we get stumbled up by things that we have prioritized that are actually not creating more. Okay. You may not have periods, but your body will still go through a natural hormonal cycle. Okay. Even men have a natural hormonal cycle. They obviously don't get periods, but they do. They have a natural hormonal cycle. So you may have actually matched your hormonal cycle up with the moon, because that's like the next best thing. Okay. But yeah, have a look. Tricks for you. The next card we've got is spiritual understanding. Okay, so this is about the symbols and esoteric information that is helping you to understand spiritual truth. So when meditation, do you see any symbols coming through? Do you see any light language? Do you get any sounds in your ears? Do you see images? Any of those sorts of things. And to see, start writing them down. Okay, like I was talking earlier about the intuitive writing. When you're in meditation, with your eyes closed, just grab a pen and just where your hand goes. Because you can actually do something called active meditation, which means that you are allowing your body to just move as your higher self is asking it to. And I wonder what will come to you. It's an interesting one, that one. You can also do things like, the numbers, the synchronicities, and all those sorts of things too. Again, we've got, but from a different perspective this time. Okay, so we've got the calling. So you are being beckoned. Okay, so this time I'm hearing that it's actually your body. Your body is asking you to be more nurturing to it. Your body is asking you to be more kind. Your body is asking for you it's calling out to you. Okay, so when the body starts calling out and starts getting louder and louder and louder and louder. So it starts off as a whisper. It starts off with a little baby like, hey, can we have a rest today or for the next 5 minutes? And then you ignore it. Hey, can we have a little rest, please? And then it's loud until it will do something to make you stop, to make you rest. So your body is asking for nurturing. Listen now while it's still gently whispering at you, maybe slightly louder, listening slightly louder. It's time. Because if you don't listen, she'll create illness. She'll create some sort of wonk in your body to make you stop and to make you listen. All right. The next one is the last card. Let me just double check this one. All right. Thank you. All right, so these cards are a little bit trickier for me. So this is the Waxing Gibbons Moon. Okay, isn't she gorgeous? All right, so this is about being fully embodied. And for this one, your journal prompt is, how would it feel to know I can fully trust my physical body? What could I do if I had this trust? So in my sessions that I do some processes where it assesses where you are at with your trust, amongst other things, the trust with your body. So just on a scale of 1 to 100, 1 being you'd be dead and 100, I'm fucking this. Truth, where are you at on the levels of trusting your body? That number that pops into your head right now, the one that is the lightest, will give you some really big clues. I think they're a little bit meh at the minute. Okay. All right. Last card for Amanda from the happy smelly ones. Sharing. Yeah. Sharing. Okay. Wonder. Who could you, groups could you, physical groups, not online groups? What other interests do you have that you have other people? I wonder. Something with that sharing card. Let's see how that one comes out for you, honey, because I get a sense that that's actually the meaning of that is going to drop in for you a little bit later. Okay. All righty, Amanda, thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful for you. All right. All right. Let's pop these cards away. All right. Huh. Don't know your name. Ah, it's Lorraine. It's on the screen now. Lorraine Hughes is the name. All right. Are you my beautiful friends who have not yet had a reading? I would like you, please, to have a little look at this and pop your answer in the comments. That's right. So for those of you who have not yet had a reading, could you please pop a number in there? The first number that pops into your head, thank you, Melinda, that is between 1 and 88. You can pick 1 or 88 too. That's fine if those are the numbers that pop in. Okay. All right, Melinda, you're up first, my love, and everybody else can just float in as they come through. 23. Oh, Linda. Interesting. So you've got sweet M. You bring sunshine to my mouth. One of few who will stay within my heart and memory always. So we're back to the love thing. Honey, there is definitely someone coming for you. If you haven't met them already, they are on their way. And when they do come, when this lovely man comes into your world, he's going to remind you of why you really enjoy being in relationship. He's going to remind you that love is possible. He's going to remind you that you have a far bigger heart than you ever thought possible. And you're just going to absolutely fucking blown away with them. So there we go. That's such a beautiful one. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Melinda. Fiona, number 2. All right. So you got immaturity. Immaturity is what makes the rest of the human race either grow up or be sick. The world is full of immature people. They are that way to get back at other people because they can't grow up or just because minds and brains are not advanced enough to know better. Unfortunately, most of us don't realize that the other person is immature until something happens to put these two people at odds with each other. Then they end up hating each other, which makes one another's lives very uncomfortable. Realize that people were immature, then life would be much simpler, but life is not that simple. So all we have to do is to not let the immature people of this world get the better of us. All right, Fiona, now is your time to breathe. Let all of that immaturity out of your world go. Return all to centers with consciousness attached, expand out beyond it, and allow yourself to just bask in the fact that you are not that immature. So you're welcome. This is really just an acknowledgement of the beauty that you be, awareness that you have, okay? And to not allow yourself to get wrapped up in the anger of that. Just because there are people out there that are at the same space or level of you, please don't judge them. Allow them to move through their days, through their weeks, and do you. Okay? As I said the other night, don't know where it came from, but you do you, boo. And I know, and the stupidity at the moment can be very, very in your face. Let it go. It's not going to do you any good to hold on to that or to get wrapped up by that or to get annoyed by that. You know, just expand out. Just allow yourself to tap into the earth, expand out as big as the earth, your awareness, and then expand out your allowance beyond that. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Tina. Miss Tina Simpson. Yes, my dear, I can see you, but also you have to wait your turn. Remember back the start of the session, the start of these readings where it said patience was the very first card that came out. All right. You got, I'm trapped. I'm trapped in a place, trapped in a body. A place I'm not sure why, a body. Was it a mistake? So many worries, so many things to come, a need so great, a want which isn't possible, to wish for things, to actually get them, impossible. To love someone, to have them love you, being able to overcome fear, being able to like yourself, a thing which you want to achieve, a person who gives you strength, possible. Okay. Tina, what points of views and belief systems do you have at the moment that is keeping you trapped in the belief you are trapped? Okay. And what dreams, ambitions do you have that would allow you to see that you are not trapped? Okay. Everything is a choice. Everything. This very moment was created by you with every single choice that you made. Some of those choices were made, but even were embodied. Some of those choices happened while you were still in spirit form. They're a part of your Akashic records. And some of those choices of why you are where you are is because some of the reasons that you are where you are is because of choices that you've made to get you there. The choice to stay, the choice to leave, the choice to ignore something, the choice to not ignore something. All right? So it's time for you to focus on what is possible rather than what is impossible. And at the end of the day, impossible just says I'm possible anyway. Okay? So perhaps it's time for you to ask some more brutally honest questions of yourself and change those focuses. Get back into your gratitude. Gratitude. Do 5 every night. I am grateful because. I am grateful for da 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 because da 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 da. Okay? And start and just if you already do it, tapping in all those other tools that we've been talking about over tonight, the deep breathing, the checking in with Mother Earth, bringing through that unconditional love through your heart. Do you tap into your chakra centers? Do you meditate? All those things to be present with the right now. Do you speak kindly to your body? Do you beat it up and judge it? These are all important things for keeping us really, really present in what is true now. Okay? Because every time we're judging someone else for something, and there's an element in there where you are actually being. Okay? So everywhere that you feel trapped, please release that now. All of the shock, trauma, and heartache that has led you to believe that you are trapped, please release that all now. Thank you. Alrighty, my beautiful friends. Just to make sure, is there anybody else out there? Anybody else out there? I adore you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Fiona. That's a lovely reminder too. Okay. So just before we go, okay. Remember, I didn't choose that poem, you did. All right, let's do a quick little meditation, little expanding out. This is what I call, when I talk about expanding out, this is what we're going to do, okay? So close your eyes, everybody. Take a big, deep breath all the way down to the bottom of you. Imagine breathing all the way down to your toes. And now slowly breathing out. Starting from the belly, slowly moving up through the chest. And then up through to the crown. Breathing in. And as you breathe in, bring Mother Earth energy up through your feet, all the way to the crown. And as you breathe out, allow Father Sky energy to move down through the crown, all the way down to your toes. Bringing that Mother Earth energy up. Bringing Father Sky energy down. Okay, and now just becoming very aware of all of the cells and molecules within your body. Take that awareness down, all the way down to see it at the molecular level, then the atomic level. Becoming aware of the fact that you are indeed 99.999% space. Okay, and now taking your awareness and expanding it out to the size of the room that you're in, into all the corners. And now expanding out your awareness to the size of the building that you're in. And now in a nice big bubble, expanding out down into the earth and up into the sky to the size of the city or the town that you're in. And now expanding out to the size of the country that you're in. Now expanding out to the size of our beautiful planet. Expanding out your awareness to the size of the solar system. And now to the galaxies. And now beyond the universes. Take a big deep breath. Just allow that space to integrate. Beautiful. And now, keeping your awareness nice and expanded out, I'd like you to focus on your body once again and expanding out your allowance. So the space of allowance is being able to be aware of everything from no point of view. So there's no emotional charge on what you're seeing. Expanding out your allowance to the size of the room, to the size of the building, in a big bubble up into the sky, down into the earth, expanding out your allowance to the size of the city or the town that you're in, to the size of the country that you're in, to the size of the planet. Now expanding out your allowance beyond the size of the solar system and the galaxies, and now beyond the universes. Finally, beyond your awareness. And what you'll notice is that your body will just go, and it'll relax. Okay. That's the expanding out tool. Okay, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. The expanding out tool is that I use a lot, multiple times a day, especially if I'm around people. And what it does, it allows me the space to be able to be truly me, to know what is true for me. And so I'm not constantly led away by everybody else's BS. It allows me to take myself out of being the pebble at the bottom of the river to being able to view not only the pebbles in the river, but the river, the clouds. I can see everything as if it's a movie, and I'm not emotionally invested. I can just see it for what it is. Expanding out is a very valuable tool to use, especially when you're working with people and at this time. Alrighty, my beautiful, beautiful people. Let me just do one last check over in PayPal. While I do that, how did you find that, beautiful friends? Was that nice and yummy for you? While I do that last little check, let me just show you something else that I did this week. You're welcome. You're welcome, Fiona. Alrighty, it looks like I'm all caught up. Thank you so much to everybody who has done. Thank you all for your beautiful time today. I'm so incredibly grateful. I couldn't have this show without you. So I am, and deeply, deeply grateful that you honor me with your presence, your time. And I thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for sharing this Friday with me. And I look forward to seeing you next time, whether it be on Tuesday. I've got the incredible, a very good friend of mine, Jodie Cole, who's coming on. She's actually a business coach. She calls herself a business renovator, and I love that about her. She's such an incredible being. I've actually helped her renovate one of her rentals. How does it get any better than that, hey? And oh, cool. Well done, Fiona. Fantastic. I love that. I absolutely love that. So yes, I'm looking forward to having a chat to Jodie Cole this week on Tuesday at 7 p.m. And then of course you'll have me back on Friday next week for Find You Fridays, where you can tell me how your week has gone, whether you overcame some difficulties, whether you had the patience to do so. So in the meantime, please get out there, do something fun for yourself over the weekend, do something tasty. And I look forward to seeing you